I finally built my brand new home. Why is there playground equipment in my yard? This land belongs to the neighborhood association. We have the certificate of title here too.
Trouble Busters!
I finally built my brand new home. I'll have barbecue during the summer and watch over the stars during the winter. I can throw a party with my friends too. This is exciting. I can't wait to live there. My name is Alan. I inherited some land from my father and I built my dream home there. I have natural grass in the yard. It's my first time coming here and I'm excited for this. Huh? Why is there playground equipment in my yard? Trubus Park? My natural grass is all messed up. What the heck is going on? I need to reach out to the responsible party. Hello, are you the chairman of my neighborhood association? What's up with this park? Oh, is that you, Alan? What have you done to my yard? Everyone is happy about the park. I see, as long as everyone is happy. No way! I need to see you at Trubus Park right now! What do you want from me? I need you to remove this equipment from my land! Why would I do that? What? What do you mean? This land belongs to the neighborhood association. No, it doesn't! What are you talking about? That's for me to tell you. We have the certificate of title here, too. What? Why? I know there are people like you who complain just because you live next to a park. But this is my land. Oh, cut it out. I can't possibly make all residents' dreams come true. If you keep complaining, I'm calling the police on you. What? You can't call the police on me! I know you wouldn't want that, right? So now, please go home. I can't possibly go home like this. If you have something to say about this, please attend the neighborhood association meeting. I guess you might not even know when that's going to be held since you're not even part of the neighborhood association. Anyways, I'm leaving, Mr. Red Cow. My name is Alan. I'm sorry, you were turning red as you got mad like a mad cow. Damn it. I'm sure I have ownership of this land. How dare he ruin my life at this dream house by preparing a fake certificate of title. I'm gonna get back to my beautiful yard. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! Now we're gonna start the neighborhood association meeting. Mr. Chairman, may I say something first? Alan, why are you here? Matthew, you need to stop lying to all of us. Lying? What are you talking about? There are a few things, but I'd like first to talk about the park. We already talked about this. I even have the certificate of title. That certificate of title is fake, right? What are you saying? I have the real one here. What? Therefore, the certificate you have with you is fake. No way! What? Alan, that's such a poor excuse. You can't forge a certificate of title just to get back at me during this meeting. Yours is the fake one. Can you prove what you're saying? I went to the legal affairs. Do you know what that means? Oh, I guess you can't come up with an excuse. I went to confirm who owns that land at the legal affairs. They made it clear that I own it. That's not possible. You can't get away with this. How are you going to explain the certificate you have? Well, oh, that's right, Smith gave it to me. Oh, how dare they give me a fake certificate? I got fooled. They must be a land swindler. I know Smith had the certificate that had your name, and they said that they'd sell it to me at an affordable price, so that's why I decided to build that park. How do you even come up with so many lies? Besides, who's Mr. Smith? Oh, I don't really know who they are. That's not possible. Is it a guy? Is it a woman? How old are they? I don't know. They might have been old or young. There's no way you don't know their gender or age group. I don't really recognize anyone's face aside from those who are from our association. You're lying! No, I'm not! I'm the chief of this neighborhood association, so now you know that I'm a victim. I guess I have no choice but to destroy this paperwork. Hold on. Huh? I still don't trust you. You need to learn to trust people. Matthew, you're still hiding something. I guess you know it, huh? That's right. The fact that I'm great at golfing. That's not it. Stop changing the subject. I don't have anything else that I'm hiding. What were you doing in front of my apartment? Huh? You were digging through the trash, right? What are you talking about? I would never dig through other people's trash. I have evidence. Oh my goodness, what's this video? This is a video that I recorded by the trash disposal. You knew that I lived in an apartment nearby until my house was built, right? Oh, how would I know that? Someone from this association visited. They told me that I need to join this association, almost as if he was forcing me to. I declined, though. Why did you decline? I don't want residents like you joining this neighborhood. Joining the association isn't an obligation. The fees were quite expensive, too. It's well worth it if you get to join my association. On a later day, I got scared that my personal information would be stolen, so I went to go get my trash so I could shred all my documents. But all my documents were gone from there. Maybe you were just dreaming. That's not possible. It was stolen. So I went ahead and placed a surveillance camera and found out that a man had stolen my documents. I never thought that it would be the chief of the neighborhood association. I realized it when I saw you at the park. Don't get this wrong. I was just helping to recycle for the sake of our neighborhood. It's my job to make sure the rules are being followed. I'm sure I was in the footage when I was doing that. Is that all you have to say? What? About the fake certificate from earlier. Haven't you noticed anything about it? What do you mean? It says that I was the one who gifted you that land. Of course it would be. You were the previous owner. That's not true. The previous owner should have been my father. This means that my father's name should be on that certificate as the person who sold you that land. Even if you were deceived by a land swindler, I'm sure they would have used my father's name at the legal affairs too. We switched the ownership only recently, so it should have been under my father's name when you built that park. Well, But my name is on there. This means that the person who faked this is someone who doesn't really know how legal affairs work, while they know my name. They also know that I owned this land. Oh, something is strange, right? Oh, cut to the point. Why would I ever go through that hassle? I wouldn't do that just to build a park, would I? I guess you can't help but get yourself in deeper trouble. I can help you out with that.
Sir, can you explain to us about this? You've been digging through people's trash to steal important documents.
This guy is just coming up with this ridiculous lie. I have evidence, too. I said I was just recycling some of the trash at that time.
But I saw you going through my trash, too. I've been feeling uncomfortable about it. I always follow the rules. You would even bring back the trash to my house to tell me that I didn't recycle properly.
But that's because I need you to make sure you're following the association rules before the city rules. Why would the association overrule the city? Of course it would! What are you talking about? I don't even know what to say at this point.
It wasn't just that, was it?
What is it? Tim, why are you acting like that?
I'm upset with you after all that I've gone through. Helping you out with the events on my days off, helping to prepare the neighborhood get-together, and the worst part was collecting all the fees. I've been trying my best to collect the fees for our association's sake, even though everyone's been complaining that it was so expensive. But after hearing what Alan said, I can't take this any longer.
Why is this happening? This was why you forged the certificate. Matthew, I know you've been putting some cash into your pocket. What? Those fees that you've been collecting from everyone. Ugh. Alan, you have no idea what you're talking about. It's because you're not part of the association. There's no way I could put those fees into my own pocket. Everyone is aware of how the money is being spent. Everyone would find out if I ever put a penny in my pocket. Alan, if you join our association, I'd be happy to explain to you how it works. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm talking about the fundraiser that you held for the park. What? How did you know? Oh, are you admitting it already? Oh, no. I heard it from some of the members. You've been taking the initiative to collect the funds to build that park. Why didn't you have others take care of it? That's because I wanted to be the first person who goes on my feet to build a park for everyone in this neighborhood. You're lying. You wanted to put those funds straight into your pocket. I know you wouldn't have been able to do that with the fees, but you could have done that if it was donated by everyone. Hypothetically, even if I had been doing that, I wouldn't be putting much into my pocket just by gathering donations, right? That's not necessarily true. Joining the association is not mandatory, but the members have shared that they felt forced to do whatever the association decided to. That's not true!
It's true.
That's why I still had to donate, even though I had to watch out for my spending.
Me too. I had to cancel my flower class.
I've been sucking it up for everyone's sake, and look what you've been doing.
At first, you didn't like the fact that I never joined the association. That's why you decided to harass me by going through my trash just the way you did to Sarah. That's enough! And that's when you found my personal information inside the trash and came up with the idea to build that park. Stop this! You then took the initiative to collect the donations for the park to commit theft. You forged the certificate of title, committing forgery. The trash disposal at my apartment prohibited non-residents to enter, so taking trash from that site can also be considered a crime. Lastly, you connected money from people while you deceived that it's meant to be donations, which is simply a fraud. If I file a police report against you, you'd get caught. How dare you take advantage of the residents? I hope you learn your lesson from this. Just cut it out. Huh? You keep saying these things without really having any evidence. You haven't even proven that I stole the documents or took the funds into my pocket. If I took all those funds, how did I even build that park? I used the funds to build the park. I worked so hard to gather those funds, and you talk about things as if I had bad intentions when I only had good intentions for our residents. I'm going to sue you for defaming me. Are you still going to do this? I never thought that you would be so prideful. Are you scared? After all that I said? This is all because you came up with those lies. I'm the chief of this association, and I rule this city. Everyone should join this association to help each other out. And they all need to live as they follow the rules that I decide. There's no problem as long as people do as I say. People like you should just go move to a land of freedom. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I enjoy living in this city. My father used to work here too. Your father used to work in this city? Yes, with this gentleman here. Matthew, long time no see. Oh my God, the mayor! Why are you here? Alan asked me to be here. How does Alan know the mayor? It wasn't me. My father used to work for the mayor. I've been great friends with Alan's family. I've known them for years, and I'm happy to do anything that can help him out. Thank you so much. Were you able to take care of my favor? Yes, I found out. Yikes. I have a bad feeling about this. First of all, about the copy machine at the association, I asked one of your members and they said that you had a brand new one installed. A copy machine? Oh, is that what you're here to talk about? Oh boy, you scared me. Matthew, what about the word task history? What's that? You may not have known this because you've always used a small copy machine, but an office spec printer keeps a history of the documents that it's printed. Huh? You wouldn't want to forge the certificate at home or at work, so I figured that you would have done it at the association office. And I also thought there might be a chance that you don't know about the task history and that we'd discover something from there.
I'm going to check it out as soon as I get back to the office.
Oh, I could take care of that. Nope, you're not going anywhere. We're not done talking. Oh, aren't we done yet? The other thing I wanted to talk about is regarding the funds for the park. Yikes! Oh, Mayor, we could talk about that another day. No, we're not doing that. The city paid for most of the expenses to build that park, and the association hasn't paid any of it.
I knew it! So all those donations?
I don't understand why you're collecting donations. Besides, you were the one who talked to me about having the city pay for all the expenses. I'm very sorry for you, Alan. I ended up helping Matthew do what he plotted. Oh, no worries. This was Matthew's fault, 100%. Matthew, this is the evidence that you asked for earlier. Oh? Are you still gonna give more excuses? That's right. Oh, are there more? Alan, you forgot about something important. Something important? That's right. There's no reason for me to do anything like this. Reason? I'm the chief of this association. Why would I do anything risky to jeopardize my position? I've been making enough income to support myself. I don't have a purpose, right? Matthew, this is enough. Huh? I heard that you haven't been paying the membership fees for your golfing club. Oh, I think I'm over golfing. You used to even tell me that you wanted to be a professional golfer, too. You must be in a financial situation where you can't even afford to pay for the membership. Oh, that's not true. Not just about golfing. I never wanted to believe this, but... Matthew, please take a look at this. Oh my God, I don't know anything about that photo. That's not possible. How many times are you going to make me say it? You're having an affair. Oh, who knows? It's a fake photo. You can't just believe these photos just because of what it looks like. So you're still trying to get away. Okay, then what about this picture? Oh my God, Tim!
I took this photo when I was working with Alan.
It looks like you're buying some quite expensive items. You've spent more than $10,000 just to go shop around at high-brand boutiques. You looked happy as you were shopping. Oh, I have evidence for your affair, too. I was able to prove that you forged the certificate of title, thanks to the mayor. Oh. You need to quit this nonsense! You've been stealing the money that everyone had been donating from their hard-earned money, so you could spend it to have an affair! We're gonna make sure your wife is well aware about this!
Wait! You don't have to do that!
Why are you suddenly acting so timid? You cheated on your wife and you should have known the risk you were taking!
I can't possibly have my wife find out about this!
But you're not getting away with any of the other sins either. I'm sure everyone in the association isn't planning to forgive you for what you've done.
Of course not! We're going to be filing a lawsuit against you! A lawsuit? About the fraud that you conducted for the fundraising, about the abnormally expensive fees you charge for membership. We realized that none of these were normal thanks to Alan. We're going to make sure you take responsibility for those.
Oh no! I'm going to make sure I charge you from the city's end too. I know I may be partially responsible for this, but you forged the certificate and used the city's funds, and you're not going to get away with this. I'm going to have you pay for the fees that we spent on the park.
But I don't have that money anymore.
You betray people. You only care about yourself. You spent other people's money for your own sake, and you committed fraud. You ruined my dream life in my dream house, and you took everyone for granted. I'm not going to forgive you. I'm gonna file a police report against you. I hope you regret what you've done.
Hold on. Alan, I'm very sorry. I just did these things out of impulse.
Out of impulse?
It all started off small. My girlfriend would spend so much and I ended up with debt and I wasn't having it. And that's when I heard that someone was building a brand new house in this neighborhood, so I went to go check you out. That's when I saw you tossing out your private information and I ended up coming up with a genius idea.
And that was the donation for the park.
Alan, don't you think that it could be fun to have a park in your yard? It's just that your yard is going to be a bit noisier than other people's, and that you would have some equipment there, and that your grass is going to be a little messy.
No, you're not going to justify yourself for what you've done.
But that's all it takes. You know what? You could be the chief of this association. That way you would have control over this neighborhood and you'll have a wonderful life living in your brand new house.
You're kidding me. You don't get it, do you? I don't want to be the chief of this association. Your association was built in a way so you can do whatever you want, but you're supposed to run it in a way that would benefit the neighborhood. You charged high fees from your neighbors and forced them to help you with whatever you needed. And that's why you're in this trouble. Matthew, I hope you continue to be a chief who can take responsibility for what you've done. Now, I'm gonna call the police.
God damn it!
Matthew was taken away by the police. He was charged with forgery and fraud, and the court sentenced him to 10 years of imprisonment. The association members have also filed a lawsuit against him, and he was liable for the $10,000 damage that he caused. The mayor and I also filed a lawsuit against him as well, for which he was charged with a $30,000 penalty. His wife left him after finding out about the affair, and I'm sure he regrets ever coming up with that idea. I'm spending a relaxing time in the yard that I finally earned back for myself. Maybe I should throw a party with my friends soon. Trouble Busters!